Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali sayyidina Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim fil alamin innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma bariki ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali sayyidina Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim fil alamin innaka Hamidum Majid. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin wa pátápátá ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ panupọ̀ káwí gbólóhùn ya alim alimuna káwí ní ẹ̀mọ́kànlá bá ṣe máa wí lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn káwá ka súrátù al-Kawthar ọba tó ní mímọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ kí ó jogún ìmọ̀ tí ó ní àlùbáríkà fún gbogbo aláyé àti àlùkìyàmà ká panupọ̀ pé ya alim alimuna 11 times bismillah. Ya alim alimuna, 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 ya alim alimuna. Suratul Kawthar. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Inna a'tainaka al-Kawthar fasalli li rabbika wanhar inna shani'aka huwal abtar. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Sallu ala nabiyil karim sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Naam.
Assalamu alaikum sir.
Wa alaikum salam.
Mọ́mí Fawaz àwọn ló ṣe join, àwọn ló fi adé mi dé òtún mi jẹ́.
Okay, mashallah. Aki alájà wa tán join wálé ní alájà mọ́mí Fawaz àbí?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, salamu alaikum Fawaz alájà Aisha Bello.
Alájà Aisha Bello, ẹ bá sálámù sí gbogbo lé.
Salamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Ó ti dá báyẹn, a ti ní mọ́mí Aisha méjì báyìí, Aisha méjì Bello, mọ́mí Aisha méjì, alájà Aisha Bello, alájà Aisha Bello. Báwo lè ṣe máa dá àwọn báyìí nítorí Ọlọ́run? Ọlọ́run akọ́ àmọ́ ṣe. A kí ẹ̀kọ́ àbọ̀ sí orí ètò wa. Ìtafẹ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ẹ̀ka kọ́bẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ tí iná alájà mọ́mí Aisha. Kí ló fàtà ìfẹ́ kéwú? Ẹ sọ̀dí fún wa. Ẹ lè sọ Ìgbò, ẹ lè sọ Yorùbá, ẹ lè sọ Tápà, ẹ lè sọ gbogbo lágbè tó bá wù yìí, gbogbo àwọn ìyá tẹ̀ ń wò yìí, gbogbo wọn gbọ́ gbogbo tẹ́ wá fẹ́ sọ. Bismillah.
Ó wù mí láti kémi náà dé kí n ní ìmọ̀ and then kí ọ̀rọ̀ inú Quran kó lè yé mi dáadáa.
Allahu Akbar.
Ìtumọ̀ rẹ̀.
Masha Allah. Ṣé ẹ ti ka kéwú tẹ́lẹ̀?
Ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé sorry to say Christian ni mí tẹ́lẹ̀ rí. So ìgbà tí mo fẹ́ ọkọ mi ni mo di Muslim.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
So láti ìgbà yẹn mo kàn máa ń ka bóyá bí ìwé àsàlátù àbí kí n.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Allahu Akbar. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ká tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ lè kéwú lónìí, ẹ jẹ́ ká fún Alhaja wa mọ́mí Aisha, ẹ jẹ́ ká fún wọn ní Suratu al-Kawthar nítorí short story tán kan ra sọ fún àyí ó máa touch everybody. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Àánú Ọlọ́run lẹ rí gbà gẹ́gẹ́ bá náà ṣe rí àánú Ọlọ́run gbà. Ọ̀pọ̀ ènìyàn náà tẹ̀ bí sínú ẹ̀ gan tí ò tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé kí wọ́n pè ní Kùránì tí ò tiẹ̀ mọ̀ anything. Àmọ́ Ọlọ́run á tọ́ yín sọ́nà pé tọ̀ ọ̀nà gangan leléyìí ẹ tún wá fẹ́ mọ̀ pé tọ̀ ọ̀nà tí mo tẹ̀ wá wà yìí mo fẹ́ mọ̀ pa ẹ̀ dáadáa. Kọ́lọ́n kọ́ wa wọlé abẹ́ náà àníyàn yín síwájú Ọlọ́run Ọlọ́run mọ́sà bá yín múṣẹ. Kọ́lọ́n kọ́ wa bá yín ṣe kéwì náà kó bá yín ṣe ní rọrùn. Ẹ fẹ́ mọ̀ ká ẹ fẹ́ gbọ́túmọ̀ ẹ̀ yé láti ṣe kí ni láti fi jẹ́ ẹni tí ó wà nú àwọn orí ayé àtàlẹ̀kíámà. Ṣe rí club tẹ join yìí club ayé àtàlẹ̀kíámà ni o mo bá yín yọ̀ mo lè bá yín dúpẹ́ inshallah gbogbo àwọn ìyá tẹ̀ wò yìí ìyá olóríire ni wọ́n o ẹ̀yin náà ti jẹ ẹ ti kí ni ẹ o ẹ̀yin náà ti di olóríire ni ẹ inshallah ẹ̀yin ìyá olóríire tẹ̀ wà lórí platform ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi fún wọn ní Suratu al-Kawthar a fi welcome wọn ni. Ṣé bá ṣe mọ́ welcome àwọn yòókù náà ni àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́? Àwọn bọ́lọ̀ máa ṣe kọ́ náà nìyẹn inshallah Suratu al-Kawthar Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Inna a'tayna
A'tainaka
al-kawthar
al-kawthar.
fasalli li
Fasalli li
rabbika wanhar inna shani'aka huwal abtar. Àwọn gbogbo àwa tá a jọ ka Suratul Kawthar yẹn náà àbá tá a ṣe kan mítà àti ká ẹ jẹ́ ká náà ka ẹyọ kan fúnra wa oríire ayé àtàlẹ̀ kíámà Ọlọ́run wa jẹ́ kí gbogbo ọ ṣe èèyàn oníjòkó yìí kí ẹ sọ pé èèyàn tó wà nǹkan mí káàkiri mọ́ àwọn mi wà á ti ń ka kéwì àmọ́ kò tí ì yé wọn bọ̀ síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ wọ́n sì ń jòkó pé èmi náà fẹ́ gba ládàá Ọlọ́run àwọlá pé ìjòkó tẹ̀ ń jòkó yẹn á wá ṣe nǹkan mẹ́ta fún yín kí làkọ́kọ́ ni pé kó wá jẹ́ kí ìmọ̀ yìí kó yé yín ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì ni pé kí ìtẹ̀bá mọ̀tọ́ náà kí ó kárí fámìlì yín ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta ni pé káwọ́ bá lálẹ́ Jánnà inṣàlá Ọlọ́run á kárí ẹ̀ fún gbogbo wa ọlá nàbí lọ́dọọdọ iná àtẹnẹ fúnra wa gbogbo wa pátápátá bismillahir rahmanir rahim inna a'tainaka al-kawthar fasalli li rabbika wanhar inna shani'aka huwal abtar. Now alhamdulillah a bẹ̀rẹ̀ lesson wa gẹ́gẹ́ bí ètò pẹ̀lú ògo Ọlọ́run a tún ṣe revision a máa ṣe revision fún àǹfààní àwọn tó bá ṣe join wa náà ni kí làwọn revision tá a máa ń ṣe ni pé ibi tí a ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ kéwu wa a bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti foundation ni láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀sẹ̀pẹ̀sẹ̀ láti alif ba ta tha so gẹ́gẹ́ bí ètò a wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹjọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká fi èsílẹ̀ báyìí inshallah alif tẹ̀rí yẹn at the beginning bó ṣe máa rí leléyìí àárín méjì bó ṣe máa rí leléyìí tó bá wà ní ending ó máa dá dúró fún rẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ then alif a ò lè join anything alif laughter but ní before torí ẹ̀ ló ṣe wà ní middle báyìí fún àpẹẹrẹ mo fẹ́ join ba àti alif papọ̀ ó ṣeé ṣe fún mi so ti yé bọ̀ níbẹ̀rẹ̀ mi ò lè kọ alif kí wọ́n fẹ́ join ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ba báyìí kò ṣeé ṣe ó ti kúrò ní alif ó ti di láàmù báyìí torí ẹ̀ ní alif ó ṣe dá dúró báyìí ní ọwọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹn ní àárín méjì bó ṣe máa wà nìyẹn then tó bá wà ní ending náà bó ṣe máa dá dúró nìyẹn then kí wá ní sound alif tẹ rí yẹn kò ní sound rárá no sound then báwo la ṣe fẹ́ dá bá mọ̀ bá máa ń ní ọmọ ẹyọ kan nísàlẹ̀ bá ẹni tàbí bá ti àwọn lẹ́tà mi wà tó ní ọmọ ẹyọ kan sàlẹ̀ fún àpẹẹrẹ tí mo bá kọ báyìí òun náà ní ọmọ ẹyọ kan bọ̀ jíìmù lélẹ̀ ẹ rí i pé òun ti ní kọ́ọ̀fù lókè tó bá fi lè ní kọ́ọ̀fù lókè báyẹn tó bá dẹ̀ ti continue ó ti kúrò ní bá ó ti di kíni ẹ o ó ti di jíìmù so but bá là ń sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí we are talking about bá. So ba has got one dot in the middle. We can join ba, we continue it. In the middle, ba can join something in the middle. And at the end, ba can join. Okay? Ba has got 3 or 4 families. Okay? Which they look like. But what makes difference is the numbers of dots. Ba tẹ̀rí yẹn, ó ní àwọn ẹbí mẹ́ta àbí ẹbí mẹ́rin. Òun náà ni ta. Ta lélẹ́yìn náà. Then ó tún ní fa. So, tẹ́ bá ti rí àwọn mẹ́ta yẹn, mọ̀lẹ́bí ni wọ́n bọ̀ ọmọ lẹ́mọ̀ fi dára wọn yàtọ̀ síra wọn irú bá ọmọ ẹ̀kọ́ ló ní sàlẹ̀ irú tá òun ní ọmọ méjì lókè irú tha ó ní ọmọ mẹ́ta lókè so alif bá tá lélẹ̀ náà then tha ká má sọ pé sa nítorí àwọn náà pé sa this is not sa but it's what it is tha now kí wá ní sound bá tẹ̀rí yẹn ó sound bá tí a bá ti mọ sound of each letter ó máa rọrùn fún wa b òun ni bá b really kò sí pé bá la máa pè b okay so eléyìí ó ná méjì lókè òun ni ta kí dẹ̀ ni sound ta ó wọn sound t kí ló fà tá a fi pè ní ta ni pé títà yẹn tó bá fi lè ní fatia lókè òun gógó là ń pè ní ta but tí ò bá ti sí fatia lókè yẹn is t torí la fi ń kọ sound ẹ̀ so is t lẹ́yìn tá a ti kọ́ yẹn tán àwa sọ pé ta again ta àpò oríṣi méjì we call something round ta this is what we call round sometimes ẹ máa rí báyìí it is called round ta kí wá ní sound ẹ̀ is still sound t then fa ọmọ mẹ́ta lòun ní lókè so the fa but kí wá ní sound fa o only T and H. You can say thank you. Fa. Then the next letter is Jim. Say Jim over your bar. But you might confusing. To bá fi lè ní cough lókè báyìí. Ó ti kúrò ní kíni ẹ o. Ó ti kúrò ní ba. Say pé lè ti ní cough lókè. Only gym. So tiye, gym no ní family. Báwọn lè ṣe ní family. So tiye, gym, ha and ha, they are also family. Kí wá ní ìyàtọ̀ wọn? Numbers of dots and the location of the dot. We've got gym, gym, gym. We can join gym at the beginning, in the middle, and end. No problem. So there are 6 letters. You cannot join them at all at the beginning. I'm going to circle this one. Alif is one of them, and alif has no sound. The next letter is called ha. It's called ha. What is ha? Ama wí letter yẹn láti ọ̀fun wa ni. The letter is coming from the throat. There are 6 letters. They are coming from our throat. Okay, we have ha. We have ha in the middle, and we have ha at the end. Kí wá ni sound the ha? If you want to say ha had. So for the sound for the J is j, j. Okay, if you want to say ja, which means it has a fatia on the top. After ha, the next letter is called ho. This letter is also coming from the throat. Jim doesn't come from the throat. Okay, ha, ho, they are coming from the throat. So this can be joined at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end. Then ho, on sound the k and h. You can sọ pé ho lako. Àbí ká sọ pé Khadijat. So only ho. The next letter is called dal. 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 Dal náà máa ṣẹ́kù ẹ̀. Òun náà ó dàbí family alif ni. Why? Because we cannot join any letter after it. We can join a letter before it. Tí máa kọ dal báyìí, kí wọ́n sọ pé mo fẹ́ join ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú alif báyìí, is no longer dal. Ó ti di kíni ẹ o? Ó ti di ha. So we have to be very careful when the letters are being joined together. So this is dal. So I circle dal so that you know the dal cannot join after. So I can join dal with lam. So this is lam and this is dal. I can join them together. But I want to join alif and dal together. This is not possible. It has to be written separately. So then what is the sound for the dal? Dal, dal, dal is going to sound d. D. That is sound for dal. Okay, we can't say da. If we say da, which means the da has got fatha, so it becomes da. Okay, I hope every family family is listening and following me. Please, when I ask question, please let's speak. Are we all together?
Sir.
Yes,
Mashallah. Because sometimes when I'm explaining, some learners will be sleeping. So please, it is not sleeping time. All right. So the next letter is called Val. Val is a family of dal. They are similar, but the difference is the numbers of the dot. It has 1 dot on the top. So this is called Val. Val, we say dal is then Val is going to be D and H. I want to tell you, okay, that there are some letters in Arabic, but you will never find them in English. There are some letters, certain letter, like val, you won't see val in English. No, you have A to Z. There are some letters, they are compatible. There are some letters, you find them in Arabic, but you never see them in what? In English. Val is one of them. We can see that in English, like dog, isn't it? Okay, like dog, do, and so on like that. So the next letter is called Ro. I'm going to circle Val. I'm going to circle Ro. I'm going to put a circle on the Zain. Why? Because we cannot join anything after them. Imagine I want to write Ro and Ba. See, it doesn't make sense. So if I circle certain letter, please take note of it. Ro, ro, ro sounds okay, sounds so is it called full mouth? So sometimes you need to know some letter we have to pronounce them with full mouth. So we have the rule of raw. If the raw has a fataha and the raw has a dhamma, we have to pronounce it with a full mouth. Raw, raw. So then Zain of Sakura, Zain is different from raw, but they are family, isn't it? But what makes different is the numbers of dots. Zain has got 1 dot on the top and zayin sound z, like what? Z, z. Okay? Z, z. The next letter is called sin. Anytime you see this letter, it always has free teeth. It always has a free teeth. So it's sin. Sin. So we can join sin with another letter in the middle and at the end, and letter sin sound like assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. It is compulsory for us to pronounce each letter correctly. This is also what you call a tajweed. Some people have finished Quran, but they are starting from the beginning because they have not learned what we call tajweed, the correct pronunciation, and also the rules and regulations that guide recitation. So sin sounds, then the next letter is also the family of sin, but it has three dots. This is called shin. Shin. The way I've said this one is sin. It is flat, but shin. You see, she, and this sound is S and H is different from sin. Okay, she is going home. She. The next letter is called sword. If you look at my mouth, I say sword. This is known as sword. Sword and Lord, they also family. Okay, sword, you can join it at the beginning anywhere. Then sword sound like S. But how do we differentiate between this S and this S? Then you can put a dot or a small line under this one to show the difference between the S. And this is sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Solo, it's not sallallahu alayhi, it's sallallahu. Okay, when we say as-salat, as-salat, we can't say as-salat. If you say as-salat, you are talking of sin. Okay, when we say as-so, anytime you see the so, make sure your mouth has to be circle. So, as-salat, solely, as-salat. Okay, the next letter is called dod. Dod. Most time when we pronounce this letter, our cheeks comes up a little bit. God. God is the family of saw. You can join it at the beginning, you can join it everywhere. So this is called God. God and God, you can't find God in school. Ladies and gentlemen, mommies and daddy, grandma and grandfather, you can't see the sound in the door. Read A to Z, you will never see Lord. Okay, the next letter is called to. If you want to go to the toilet, you say, I'm going to the toilet.
Hello?
Toilet. But I'm going to what? I'm going to the toilet. This is to. Okay, to is like a small B in the middle, at the end, and a sound t. Okay, if you look up here, we've got letter ta, we sound a T. Okay, how do we differentiate? What do? We put a dot under this one to show, oh, this is O, like olibum, tolabole elim. Okay, that is different between a ta and a to. So ta is different from to. The next letter is called ro. Ro is different from sword. Ro. Okay, ro has a dot. Okay, then in the middle, then at the end. How this one sound is also sound like z, but the difference is we have to put what? We have to put like this is a zo, okay? Zo. You have dot, we have to, and we have zo. Now, the next letter, which is also not in English, even this zo, you can't find it. You can see Z, but the Z we are talking about has got one dot or has got a line under. The next is called ain. You can't find ain in school as well. Ain, this is the main ain, okay? But there are some long letters. Anytime you want to join them with another letter, you delete the long part of it. Then ain, the nature of ain is this one, but I want to join ain with alif, then I write ain, then I make it straight, and I put alif like this. So this become ain and alif, ain and alif, ain and alif. Okay, so then if ain is in the middle, we have to close the mouth of ain in the middle. So we close it like this. So this is lam, and this is ain in the middle. Okay, ain. Ain, sometimes you can shade it. It doesn't really matter. And if you don't want to shade it, keep it like this. So this is also ain. Okay, and at the end, you have to put what? You have to put the tail back. The beginning or the nature, or even on its own and at the end, they always look alike. Okay, so ain at the beginning, ain at the end, but what do? We close the mouth. It's also ain. The sound of ain is just like what? A speech mark. Okay, or a quotation mark, whatever. Okay, so ain, you can't find ain in A to Z. This is another letter to what? To see or to understand. There are some Arabic letters that are available in Arabic, but you can't see them in English. So ain, like a cat, meow, meow, that is for ain. Then the next letter is gain, which is the what? Family of ain. Going. Ain is coming from the throat. Okay, going is also coming from the throat. So going, whatever explanation for ain, it has to be for going because they are family. In the middle, you close it, okay, and at the end, you also close it. Like this is alam, and I want to join with gain. Okay, I can join it like this. So, and I put the dots. So this is lam and going at the end. Don't get confused. If you understand the beginning, the middle, and at the end. The next letter I'm going to talk about is known as fa. Fa. There's difference between fa and gain. Of course, both have one dot on the top. The way I've written ain is different from the way I've written fa. Fa. Look here. Some people do confuse. If you see fa, the top is going to be circle, but for gain, it's going to be just like a rectangle like this, or triangle rather, okay? Like a triangle. That is how to differentiate between going and the fa, all right? Fa at the end, and fa sound what? And going sound G and H. Sometimes it sound G, all right? The reason why I'm teaching the sound for us to be able to read, or for us able to send messages, because sometimes we send messages to ourselves, we want to write the transliteration. So if you understand it, that is going to help. The next letter, which is the family of fa, is known as O. O. Qaf has two dots, fa has one dot. Qaf in the middle, qaf at the end. And qaf sound like what? Like a quack, 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 or like a queen. Qaf. There is difference between fa and a qaf due to two dots on the qaf, and fa has one dot. The next letter is called ka. This is how to write ka on its own. But if you want to join ka with something else, so ka has to be changed form, then it has to be like this. That's why it's like this. It's different from ain. Ain is like this, very short. So, but when it is long, then it becomes ka at the beginning, ka in the middle, and ka can also be written like this. Ka can be written in different formats. Okay, as long as you see it just rise up, it becomes ka. Then at the end is this one, and the sound for ka is what? K. But some people do confuse with ko and the ka. It's different. When I say kolamun, a pen, kalibun, a dog. Okay, kolamun, kalibun. Okay, so if we say something that is not right, we are giving a different meaning. That's why we have to be very careful. The next letter, all mommy, is what? Is lam. Lam is also a long letter. This is lam. So lam can continue, as I said. Don't get confused between the alif and lam. Lam continues, but alif stops. So lam in the middle. For example, I'm joining mem, lam, and maybe ro. So I will write mem, lam, and ro. Okay, so anytime you see long letter, you want to join it, you delete the long part of it. Then that's how to understand it more better. This is sin. Sin has a tail, and I want to join it with mem. So then I'll write sin. Then don't put the tail and put the mem. So, okay, Or you want to join sin, for example, you want to join mem and alif, 3 letters. So you need to write sin, don't put the tail, make it straight, and the mem, don't put the tail, then you put your alif. So this is the best way of what? Of linking or joining the letter. If we understand, if we pay attention, if we get this right, we won't have problem at all. Lam, lam, lam sound l, mim, mim sounds what? Mim on its own is also a long letter. Noon. Noon is also a family of alif, ba, and the fa. So ba has 1 dot under, noon has 1 dot on the top. You can join noon this way and the noon sound. The next letter, I'm going to circle it. I want one parent to tell me why I circle wow. Any volunteer? Why do I circle or put a circle on the wow? Any volunteer, I don't mind.
Because it cannot join with any letter.
Mashallah. Thank you, ma. Because we can, yeah, it's okay, mashallah. So because it cannot join with another letter. If you look up here, I've circled some letters. I'm not going to show it. I want another parent to tell me what letter have I circled up there, which cannot join with another letter. Another parent, please.
Alif, sir. Alif.
Alif, thank you. Alif. Alif cannot. Dal. Mashallah. So wow, basically, we cannot join wow with another letter. Okay, we cannot join wow at all. So, and wow sounds what? Woo, woo, woo. Okay, just W. All right. The next letter, which is also coming from our throat, is called If you want to read this letter, you raise your chest a little bit. Like Qul huwallahu ahad. Okay? Qul huwa. Raise your chest a little bit in order to get this letter. Sometimes at the end, you find it like this. Don't let us confuse. It's also what? It's also ha. Sometimes you find ha like this. It will go down and continue. It's also ha. The last letter I'm going to explain is called ya. The difference between I want Mami Abdul Karim to explain to me the difference between ya and the ta, please.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Wa alaikum salam.
Sorry, did you call me?
Benima.
The difference between yao and what, sir?
Ya and ta.
Yao have 2 dots under, while ta have 2 dots on top.
Barakallahu fik. That's it. The difference is that. So please, let's be mindful. Some people do confuse. When they have 2 dots on the top, they will say ya. Please, it's not like that. And ya sounds what? Y. And the ha sound like H, but we put line underneath. I have done a lot of revision today. And for those who haven't got it right, I believe today you've got it. If you still didn't get it right, please go on our YouTube. Our platform has got our YouTube. It's called Ile Kewu 2021. MashaAllah. Please go over and over, review it, and what? Digest it and revise it. And inshallah, may Allah make it easier for every single person on this platform and other people as well. Because you are just using your time here. You can go to the party, you can go somewhere else, but you decided what? To learn about your Lord. And may Allah reward each and every one of us. I'm going straight to other revisions. Okay? I am not going to, let me stop this one and let me share another screen. Even I may not teach a new topic today. So I don't mind as long as we satisfy with what we have done. Okay, my teacher always say it's not how far. I believe you know it, but it's what? It's not how far, but it's what?
How well?
How well. I believe in that. Okay, it's not about spending 2 hours without learning anything. If we spend 30 minutes and we gain something, at least we have achieved. Okay, even for the previous topics we have done, if you don't get it right, so now I think let's use the opportunity to get everything right. Okay, now we have learned all these letters. Then what else is going to help us now is our sign. Okay, is our sign. We have been told, let me pick my pen. What is it? Okay. Okay, now, if I put line here, which means I have a letter there, all right? So we have talked about fataha. Now, this we call it haraka. Haraka. Now, tí mo bá kọ bá sílẹ̀ báyìí, mi ò lè dá pé àbí kí n sọ pé b. Tí mo bá kọ jim sílẹ̀ báyìí, we cannot read it on their own. We only say j. Okay? Then what's going to help us to read and pronounce very well is called haraka. And in school, we have been taught 5 vowels. What are these? A, E, I, O, or U. That's for Yoruba, isn't it? A, E, I, O, or U. But in English, we have 5 vowels. What are these? A, E, I, O, U. Isn't it? So in Arabic, we have 3. What are they? We have fataha, we have kasra, and we have dhamma. So fataha only line tá a máa ń fà sórí letter. Tí wọ́n ní sound there only a. A máa la ẹnu wa báyìí tá a bá ti rí sáyé a gbọ́dọ̀ la ẹnu wa ni. Ṣé ẹ pé a kọ bá ń sì báyìí a wá pè ní b. Now tí a bá wá kọ bá tá a bá fi fatia sí ó máa wá di bá. Ìgbà yẹn ló wá ṣe di bá. Ní báyìí kò ń ṣe bá, but it's what? B. Here, this one is what? Is j. But tá a bá fi fatia sí báyìí, ẹ̀yin wa kí ló di o? Ó ti di já. Ó sì di já nìyẹn. So ti báyìí, tí mo bá kọ tá báyìí, this one, is it ta? No, but it's what? Ta. It's just T. But if I put fatah then it becomes what? Ta. It becomes what? It becomes ta. So the 3 harakas are fatah, which sounds a, short a. Then kasra, which sounds e. Okay? Sometimes you can write it as e. All right? E. A ní láti máa fẹ̀yìn, a máa ṣó eyín wa tí a bá ti rí kasra. Ṣé ẹ pé bá ala inú ni, but tá a bá ti rí kasra, a máa ṣó eyín wa. Mo wá fi kasra sórí b. Ó máa di kíni o? Ó ti di b. Ba kasra b. Àbí kí n kọ be. B. See why? Tí mo bá kọ wa, it's just only w. Okay? But tí mo bá fi kasra sí, ó ti di kíni o? Ó ti di we. We. Then the last letter, the last haraka is called dhamma, and dhamma sound u. Okay? Dhamma sound what? U. Ẹnu wa máa ṣe circle ni, ó máa ṣe roboto báyìí ni. Tá bá ti rí kíni o? Tá bá ti rí dhamma. Fún àpẹẹrẹ, mo kọ mim, ṣé pé mim nìyẹn, but tí n bá fẹ́ pè with sound, ó máa jẹ́ kíni o? Àbí? Tí mo bá wá lọ fi dhamma sí, mo lè sọ fún wa pé dhamma sound di u. So tí mo bá fi dhamma sí, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kí ló máa jẹ́ yẹn o? Ó ti di mu. Ó ti di kíni o? Mu. Because dhamma mu. Dhamma mu. Okay? Okay. Tí mo bá tún wá kọ mim, tí mo bá fi fatia sí, kí ló máa jẹ́ o? Ó di kíni o? Ma. Okay, mo tún wá kọ mim, mo wá fi kasra sí, kíni o? Mi. Ma. Mi. Ma. Mi. Mu. Ma. Mi. Mu. Tí mo bá kọ dal, tí mo fi fatia sí, kíni o? Da. Tí mo bá kọ dal, tí mo fi kasra sí, ẹ máa dá mi lóhùn tí mo bá ti béèrè, kíni o?
G.
Di. Tí mo bá kọ da, tí mo bá fi dhamma sí, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kíni o?
Do.
Tí mo bá wá fẹ́ pè papọ̀, kí ló máa jẹ́ o? Da, di, do. Kí ló jẹ́ o? Da, di, do. Now, we finish fataha, kasra, and dhamma, which is a, e, and u. Okay? Ìta tó kọ́ akọ́ nípa fataha tẹ̀ní, akọ́ nípa kasra tẹ̀ní, a dẹ̀ kọ́ nípa dhamma tẹ̀ní. Kí ló fà tá a fi pè ní fataha tẹ̀ní? Fataha òun ni a, but tó bá ti di tẹ̀ní, ó ti di méjì, fataha tẹ̀ní. Kí wá ní ìyàtọ̀ fatia ọ̀kan àti fatia méjì? a kàn máa há di sound sound la máa há di mọ́ fún àpẹẹrẹ tí mo bá kọ bá fatiha ilé máa jẹ́ bá lásán but tí mo bá tún kọ bá again tí mo bá pé fatiha tẹ́nì ẹ̀yìn kí ló máa jẹ́ o
ban
ó ti di ban because it's fatiha tẹ́nì fatiha tẹ́nì ban so tí mo bá tún kọ bá tí mo bá fi kasro tẹ́nì ẹ̀yìn kí ni màá pé o bin okay tí mo bá tún kọ bá again tí mo bá fi dama tẹ́nì sí kí ló máa jẹ́ o bone okay so dama tẹ́nì ẹ má jẹ́ ó yà ilẹ̀nu tí mo bá kọ dómọ̀ báyìí tí mo bá dọ́bù ẹ̀ kí ni ẹ o dama tẹ́nì náà ni nígbà míì ẹ máa rí ẹ̀ọ̀kan báyìí ẹ máa rí kejì wà upside down ìtì dama tẹ́nì ìgbà míì kẹ̀dẹ̀rẹ́ ẹ tún máa rí báyìí ẹ máa wá rí small mim lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ báyìí ẹ̀yìn yá wa is still dama tẹ́nì is still what is still dama tẹ́nì. We also discussed about madda. Kí la pè ní madda? Òun ni stretch. Òun tó dá dúró, a ní alif, a ní yao mad, a dẹ̀ ní wao mad. Madda, òun ni stretch, kí yẹn elongate. Okay? Now, ẹ wò kọ́ báyìí, tí mo bá kọ bá àti fatia, kí ni mo kọ yẹn o? Bá. But tí mo bá kọ bá, tí mo bá fi alif mad sí, kí ló jẹ́ yẹn o? Ó ti di bá. But mi wá ní fílẹ̀ báyìí, màá wá jẹ́ kó join papọ̀ because I can join bá with fatia. So this is called what? Bá. So this is called alif mad. It sounds this is yao mad. What is yao mad? I want from Manchester, Mami Fatima, what is yao mad? From Manchester, what is yao mad? If we say yao mad, what is yao mad? How do we describe yao mad?
Yao mad.
Yeah, from Manchester.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Wa alaikum salam. Kini, what is yao mad?
Yao mad jẹ́ lẹ́tà tó yẹ pé I feel elongate. It's used for elongation.
It's
So
used for
over
elongation, okay?
So kò ní fata, kò ní kesra, kò ní dhamma.
Barakallahu fik. Yao ni tí ò ní fatia. Yao mad ni yao tí ò ní kasro. Yao mad ni yao tí kò ní gini o, tí kò ní dhamma. So alif mad ó máa ń lọ pẹ̀lú fataha. Yao mad ó máa lọ pẹ̀lú kasro, and wao mad ó máa lọ pẹ̀lú kíni o dhamma. Tí máa sọ pé bá, tí máa sọ pé bí yao mad, tí máa sọ pé bú wao mad nìyẹn. So bá bí bú. Okay? So alif mad, yao mad, and wao mad. Then we have also discussed about standing fataha, standing kasra, and reverse dhamma. So this one, let me say, is equals to alif mad, yao mad, and what? Wao mad. This standing fatiha. Okay? So okay, báyìí ni fatiha tẹ́lẹ̀. Fatiha ni. But tí fatiha yẹn tó bá ti wá dìde dúró, ó ti di standing fatiha. So tí ó ti di standing fatiha. Kí wá ní standing fatiha? Kí la fẹ́ fi báwo la ti fẹ́ kà? Òun náà dúró fún alif mad. So ó stand fún eléyìí. Then yao mad, òun náà stand fún eléyìí. Then wao mad, òun náà stand fún reverse dhamma. So it's equal. Fún àpẹẹrẹ tí máa kọ, báwo mo ṣe lè pe lẹ́tà ilé ẹjọ́? How can I pronounce this one? Àwọn yawada, how can I pronounce this one? Wọ́n sí mẹ́ni.
Which one, sir?
This one.
Ba.
Ba, thank you. Ba. Tí mo bá tún wá kọ ba again, tí mo bá fi standing fatiha sí, báwo máa yẹ pé o? Ba. Ṣé pé it's still same, it's still made the same. Okay? Ó yẹ wá wọlé tí mo bá kọ ta. Okay? Tí mo bá fi kẹ́sọ̀ sí pẹ̀lú yao mad. Báwo máa ṣe pé léyìí? pé tí mi mo lè kọ TEE àbí kí n kọ TII. Okay, now tí mo bá tún wá kọ ta again, okay, tí mo bá wá fi standing castle sí ẹjọ́ báwo máa ṣe pé ẹjọ́ báwo máa ṣe pé so máa sọ pé T, so it's still the same thing. It's right. T and T. Okay, then for Yao Mat, if I write Mim Domam Wow Sukun, so this is going to be Mu. See what I call Mim when they come from right. See mo bá fi reverse them and see it's still what? It's still Mu. It's still what? It's still Mu. This is what we have covered so far. And therefore, we are now on page, what page are we on?
Page 13.
Page, I think we started, oh yeah, this is where we are. Lesson 12, okay, we've done this one. So we haven't started lesson 13 yet. So, Tababe Kalei, say Alif only standing castle. I'm also pé I ẹ̀dẹ̀ má jẹ́ kó long yo, ẹ má sọ pé I no, not I láàmù yẹn ó dẹ̀ ní standing fatia. I'm also pé la anfa castle fi all together ẹ̀yẹn wa. La ara pé àwọn ọmọ tó pariwo. Àwọn ọmọ tó pariwo yẹn máa yọ dojo point wọn, mo ti mọ voice wọn.
Ẹ má bínú ká Fatima Talima.
Ẹ má sọ ẹ dẹ̀ ń sọ fún mi. Àwọn tí mo ti mọ̀ láti kíní, mo ti gbọ́ voice wọn dáadáa. So, I la fi. Then this one is ya ro hu. Èyí tí ó bá ti ní alif mad, ẹ má jẹ́ kó long. Èyí tó bá ti ní mad, ó ní kẹ́ má jẹ́ kíni, kó má jẹ́ kó long. Ká má fi wá fi ṣe kíni, ká má fi sọ ìtumọ̀ mi. Tá bá fẹ́ ka eléyìí, àwọn sọ pé da u da. Da u da. This one, tá bá fẹ́ ka eléyìí, àwọn sọ pé a ya tihi. A ya tihi. Irú ẹ̀ bá wọ pé I, yi, he, ye, hu, wu, and who.
Tomorrow they're playing the ball. I thought yesterday I was tuning to. Chloe said to me, no, it's tomorrow.
There is no way whatsoever
I hope they win.
What we have to do, we have to make sure we can spell and read. This is salamun. Salamun. Sin fatia sa. Lam standing fatia. La mim domateni mun. Salamun. Halalan. Ma'aban. Kitabun. Mehadan. So please, let's revise from lesson 1 all the way to lesson 12. And inshallah, next week, we are going to start lesson 13 by the grace of God. No waiting, no waiting. If we have missed any lesson, let's make sure we what? Let's make sure we go on our channel and revise what we have missed, please. Okay? On YouTube, just type Ile Kewu 2021. You will see all the sessions we have done. And may Allah make it easier and successful. And is there any questions based on what we have done so far? Only on what we have done so far, please. Only on what we have done so far, please. I'm going to stop recording now. Inshallah.